told me, and I was like, Drake knows. Top told me, he's like, yo, bro, I want to do an interview with Drake.
Oh, wait.
On some Lil Pump, J. Cole shit, I want to do it with Drake.
No fuck, I didn't do that.
I passed the message on to Drake.
Yo, that would be.
That was on Graded Amount or like current
2 weeks ago, brother. Like,
Oh.
It's your man Delvin. Welcome to Delvin's Room. And bro, DJ Akademiks just dropped some real shit on us, bro. He talking about NBA Youngboy desiring to possibly do an interview with Drake. Now that's very interesting, bro. It's very interesting because it doesn't seem too far-fetched once you really break down everything that's going on in this situation. NBA Youngboy is connected to who? Birdman. NBA Youngboy is connected to who? DJ Akademiks. Drake is connected to who? Birdman. Drake is connected to who? DJ Akademiks. So all the dots connect for NBA Youngboy and Drake to connect, right? Now, let's just be real. It looks, just from the optics of it, it looks like Drake is on the down. Even though that's not necessarily true, because Drake was so far up there. But just from the optics of it, in 2025, it looked like Drake is on a decline, right? While on the other hand, it's like NBA Youngboy is what? On the uprise. Because NBA Youngboy's stock is going up. Like, you just see this tour. It's very fascinating because NBA Youngboy can pull off an audience that an artist that's dropping diamond records every month is getting. But NBA Youngboy is dropping albums that they're doing well, but they're not doing the numbers that people think they should be. But what it's teaching people is that every number counts. So if NBA Youngboy drops an album, if it do 60K the first week or 40K the first week, it matters because that 40 or 60K is real. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to the person that's dropping a whole bunch of content and it's just getting botted up. You know, because you have artists, especially female rappers, that's dropping these songs and it's getting all this press and it's costing all this money to be on the radio, and when they drop an album, they can't do fucking 10,000 the first week. They can't do 10,000. But then you have NBA Youngboy who's getting no press whatsoever. Not a dollar is being going into his press. But when he drops a project, it's doing 40K. And not only is it doing 40K, he's selling out arenas off that shit. While you have these artists that the label is pumping millions of dollars into, and they can't fucking sell 1,000 tickets. It's something going on different. So it's putting NBA Youngboy putting things in perspective, right? So it'll be fascinating if NBA Youngboy and Drake do some type of interview, right? Now, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I was one of those people that said Kendrick Lamar won the beef against Drake. And I believe that is true. But right now, hip-hop is in a fascinating place where it's a new guard coming in, right? And it's obviously the two people that's going to be running this new generation is NBA Youngboy, definitely, and Rod Wave. Those are the two that's definitely going to be running this new generation, right? And both of those rappers have expressed gratitude towards who? Drake. Now, where does this leave the winner in Drake versus Kendrick Lamar? That's why this is very interesting. That's why this is super interesting. because NBA Youngboy could give Drake new life. Rod Wave can give Drake new life. But what about Kendrick Lamar? It's very interesting, bruh. All this shit is very interesting. The game is in a very interesting place because the younger rappers are popping. The younger rappers are coming now. This isn't 2-3 years ago when Drake and Kendrick was beefing and, they still in their prime. Now, they kind of need new rappers, cosigns a little bit. The game has changed, y'all. You feel me? The game has changed. So, if YB is showing desire to work with Drake, what does that really say? When you hear Rod Wave on a Joe Budden podcast giving love to Drake, what does that really say? Yes, Kendrick won the battle. 1000% Kendrick won the battle. But the war is not over. The war is long and grueling. And Drake positioning himself amongst NBA Youngboy and Rod Wave and a new batch of artists will give him a new lifeline. 5 to 10 years that Kendrick Lamar may not have. This is a very interesting play right here. This is super interesting. We gonna see, man. This shit is, always remember, this shit is chess, not checkers. Playing for the long run. Drake, I'm gonna see how this plays out because it's very interesting. Keep it so real with you. But it's your nigga Delvin. Delvin's room to the next one.